This man made this police officer extremely angry.
I want your driver's license, and
why?
I want it now.
Why?
Because I'm a law enforcement officer, and you're going to give me your driver's license.
She asked me a question. Do you want to be rude? Yes, look at the attitude on his face. Look how fucking angry this dumbass is.
Then hand it to her, but you're handing it to somebody.
I'm not going to do anything with you. You are out of your mind. How about I don't answer questions?
Oh, you're one of them.
Okay. One of them. That shows you how much respect you have for the people who pay your bills.
Okay, stop.
Oh, you pay my bills.
We're not
You live on Main
You're a
Street.
welfare recipient.
Welcome back to Just Following Orders. Today's video is coming from Dakota DX's channel. Make sure you go check out their content and let them know I sent you. So today's video is coming from a tiny place called Poland Village, Ohio, where our driver, Dakota, was dropping off a delivery at an establishment. When he got back to his vehicle after dropping it off, he was chirped by an officer from the Poland Village Police about moving his vehicle because he was parked in a fire lane. So he got in his car and he was about to pull out of the fire lane, but the officer kept chirping him. And I'm saying that word, but I don't exactly know what he means by it. That's what Dakota keeps saying in the video. I'm not sure if it means the officer was flashing his sirens. If you guys know what that term means, let me know in the comments. But anyways, Dakota says that he kept chirping him while he was trying to pull out. And so Dakota kind of gets out of his vehicle and is like, hey, like, are you gonna like keep chirping me? Or are you gonna let me like leave? And so the officer who was on his way out decides to turn back around so he can retaliate against Dakota for using his free speech and get his ID. And this cop is a complete a-hole about it and does not know the definition of the word de-escalation. And, you know, his supervisor's there with him pretty much, but she isn't any kind of help. And they both have this kind of good cop, bad cop vibe going on. So we're going to watch the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's get started.
I want your driver's license, and
Why?
I want it now.
Why?
Because I'm a law enforcement officer, and you're going to give me your driver's license.
Okay, for what reason? What crime?
I'll find out who you are.
Okay, that's fine. I don't know. He was pulling out and shouting shit at me when I was in my car after asking me if I'd been told I can't park here. I said, okay, I'll keep that in mind in the future. And he was leaving. She was talking to me. You want to interrupt or do you want me to answer her questions? She asked me a question. Do you want to be rude? Yes, look at the attitude on his face. Look how fucking angry this dumbass is.
So you cannot park here.
Yeah, I understand. I understand that, and I said, okay, I'll keep that in mind in the future. I won't park here anymore. I got in my car, I closed it, and he continued chirping it with his window down at me as he pulled out. Yeah, he kept yelling and yelling and yelling on his way out. So but my question is did I commit a crime?
You're parked illegally.
Yeah, I know, but he had no problem. He had no problem with that when he was leaving, and then he backed up to escalate the situation. Okay, so I'm asking for a supervisor, if that's at all possible.
Supervisor, that's why I came out here.
Okay, I need to get a supervisor because I think he's, and
I'm his supervisor.
so he can post after the fact,
I understand.
try to turn it into something and escalate.
Okay, I need to, can I see your license, please, just so I can identify so I know who I'm talking to? What's your first name?
Is there a crime?
Yeah, you're illegally parked.
Right, but there wasn't a problem with that when he was leaving originally. Now it's a problem. So he's escalating and retaliating because I chose to use free speech.
Okay, I would like to see your
You have the right to demand my ID for no crime. For no crime.
The Supreme Court has ruled on that.
Okay.
Then hand it to her, but you're handing it to somebody.
I'm not going to do anything with you. You are out of your mind. Okay? De-escalate.
Okay, stop.
That's what I asked him to do in the first place, and he chose to back up, peel tire, to come back here, to give me a hard time.
Did you say anything to him?
Yeah, I said, why you got to keep chirping? Why don't you de-escalate like you're supposed to? And then he backed up.
You escalated it.
Well, that's a wild way to flip what he just said.
I was in my car with my door shut, putting my car in reverse. He had his window down, pulled up, and continued to chirp through my window as he was pulling out. And I got out of the car and asked him, I said, are you going to continue to escalate this? So.
All right, can I see your license?
Sure.
So I can identify. Oh, so he's suspended. Okay. Are you the registered owner of the vehicle?
Yes,
I need to have your license.
you can see it, right?
Okay, I'm going to take it out because I need to identify you and I'm about to go run you on my computer.
I only have to present it. So what is your name and your badge number, sir? No. You're refusing? Are you refusing to identify yourself? How am I supposed to know that you have any authority to ask for my information? if you won't identify yourself. Is it your policy or not? Yeah, maybe you should watch some videos and learn to keep your fucking cool, huh? Why don't you learn how to keep your cool?
Why don't you learn how to park?
Why don't you learn how to keep your cool?
You're not on the ground, are you? I've kept my cool.
So you're telling me that you would violate my rights physically if you lost your cool?
That's exactly what he's saying. And you can see the anger. You can see that he's that angry. And you can see it even more here in a second.
I would take you for refusing to identify yourself. That is a jailable offense. I would tow your car that you illegally parked on a
What was the crime when you were leaving and you chose to come back and retaliate? You came back to retaliate.
I told you to have a nice day. You got out of your car. I thought you.
Yeah, I was already leaving. You drove past with your window down, chirping at me, and now you chose to retaliate because I chose to use my First Amendment.
You know what?
Exactly.
You're one of them.
Yeah. Oh, I'm one of them. Somebody who knows my rights.
You're one of them.
Yeah.
What are you delivering?
None of your business.
Oh, it is my business.
I don't answer questions. How about I don't answer questions?
Oh, you're one of them.
Okay.
One of them. That shows you how much respect you have for the people who pay your bills.
Okay, stop.
Oh, you pay my bills.
We're not
You live on.
You're a welfare recipient.
He's so
Stop.
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Walk away.
Keep
Stop.
it up.
Okay.
This fucking asshole. Get control of your dogs, people.
dogs.
That's why you're a resource officer and not actually on the
Okay,
streets.
right now you're being disorderly and you're about to be placed under arrest.
Okay, I'm being disorderly.
You're
Okay.
being very disorderly.
What's the problem?
I don't know. It started off fine. He asked me if I was told I can't park here. I said, no, I didn't know that. I won't do it in the future. Where should I park? He told me back there. I said, because these ones had no parking. I got in my car, closed the door, no problem. He rolls his window down, passenger window down, chirps at me some more through the thing, pulls out to the street. And I got out of my car and I'm like, are you going to de-escalate or are you going to keep chirping about this shit? And then he peels tires, backs up, and demands my identification now. As retaliation for using my First Amendment protected speech to ask him if he's going to de-escalate or keep being an asshole.
Yeah, but
So-
you shouldn't have asked. You shouldn't have.
He should have de-escalated in the first place and kept going.
But then you chirped out at him.
You were leaving already. You didn't give two shits about me being parked illegally.
You can't park there.
Yeah, I understand that now.
It's a walkway.
Yeah, I understand that now. It's all been covered now. And it was covered peacefully and calmly until he chose to retaliate and keep running his mouth about some shit. Because he didn't like that I had an attitude. He even asked me before I got in the car, oh, you got an attitude. I'm like, where should I park? I didn't know where to park. These signs all say no parking. I pulled up. It was because I go, oh, well, you were parked there and not in your vehicle when I got here. Otherwise, somebody would have told me not to park here. That's what he copped an attitude about.
Requires them to park.
Yeah, no, I understand that.
They want to be out in the open.
I understand all that. It's fine. It was all handled calmly until he decided to be an asshole.
You're going to think twice about doing something at the school.
Right, right. So is he going to give me his name now or not?
I just gave you my name. You recorded it
When?
30 seconds ago.
Where was that? Did you guys hear him say his name? I didn't hear that anywhere.
Should I write him for the illegal parking? It's up to you.
You want to retaliate? Go ahead and retaliate.
retaliation.
Oh, it's retaliation. We'll take it to court. Don't you worry. It's up to you. Make up your mind. You want to be married to me for a while? You want to go on dates?
love to be married
You want to go
to
on
you.
several dates for the next several months?
Married to you.
We can go on dates all day,
You're not much different than I am.
all winter long. We can go on dates if you want. If you like me that much, you want to see my face that often. Listen to your supervisor.
Have a good day.
So that's the end of that video. A few things. First of all, I don't even think that's a big deal. Him parking in a fire lane just to run a package in when there's probably nowhere else to park. Like, what else was he supposed to do? And it only takes a couple minutes to drop a package off. It's not like a fire was going to be started in those couple of minutes and he was going to be, blocking from the fire from being put out. Also, just the dishonesty of all of these officers involved, right? You had the female officer who's claiming that she needs his ID because just to see who he is, so because they're talking, like just so I can know who you are, which is a lie. She told him at the end it was so she could go run his name, which is what she wanted the ID for, and what they wanted the ID for anyways, was to run his name for warrants and to run his name through the system, which is why people don't like to give up their IDs. And she also claimed that she could arrest him for disorderly conduct just because he was talking shit to the other officer, which isn't disorderly conduct. One, the only complainants that could have been there were the officers, and the officers can't complain to disorderly conduct. There was nobody outside being disrupted, and he wasn't being like crazy. He was just talking shit to the officer. And then you had the male officer who's just overly emotional. Like, I completely believe that he was being irrational and just like yelling and acting crazy before the camera started, because you saw the way that he was acting after the camera started, after he had a camera on him. He has to take big, deep breaths just to stop himself from jumping on this guy. Like, he has to just calm himself down because he can't handle how angry this man is making him with his words. He said he came back to see if he needed assistance, but obviously that's not the case. If you just came back to see if somebody needed assistance, what do you need their ID for? How is getting their ID supposed to assist them? Like, I'm so curious as to what the psych evaluation for hiring police officers is, because I know they all have to take one. And just seeing the level of anger this dude got to over words, like, I'm so curious as to what questions they ask on these evaluations and how these officers pass as having a stable mentality when, they can't even handle their rage barely. Anyways, let me know what you all thought about this interaction in the comments. Thank y'all for watching today's video. Please check out another one. I'll see y'all next time. Y'all have a great day.